The beautiful thing about going to Arkansas for this particular trip was, like, I guess that it rained. It rained for like 3 days straight. You're gonna see like how badly when you mix rain plus cars driving back and forth. Yeah, you get some ruts. So I felt sorry for Bird's adventure here, because that's where we were at. And the fact that it just rained and rained and rained, and he had tons of ruts. And this is his hay field, so he pulls hay off of this. But what an adventure, obviously. And beautiful, beautiful at nighttime. The rain would kind of give up a little bit. Here you can see how wide the street is at this point. It kept getting wider and wider and wider as people would come in and people would leave and go about their ways. So kind of a tremendous little adventure here. There's everybody trying to make their way through. And it just kept raining and raining and raining more and more. Was a beautiful night. Of course, we kind of were on our own little island. And it was neat because everybody kind of banded together. So we had a big old fire and everybody sat around it. It was beautiful. Now, Orc Cafe is like Overlander's destination spot, so if you haven't looked that up, it's not too far away here from Bird's. So we went down there and had some great eats. They have beautiful lunch as well as breakfast, so it's a great place to pop in and get a meal. It's actually the oldest continuously running, I guess, family-owned business in the United States. So kind of a neat place. They do have an auction. Here you can see part of that. It's a beautiful time.
Joe Weissens, and you're not getting paid to do anything. Pocketbook 6049 right here in the middle. Hey, let's hear it. Airtank.
So, of course, we're getting ready to leave, and I just love their signs in Arkansas. So, very crooked and steep. So, that should tell you everything you need to know for what it's going to be like to leave Arkansas. Just beautiful country. I think Arkansas is like the greatest secret in the United States. It's a beautiful country. GoPro, turn off. We're headed on our way out, and we're going towards Texas, actually. We actually stopped in Texas for a little bit to get something to eat, and then continuing our way on to Moab, Utah. He said we stopped at the parking lot, and I was like, wow, we got some mud. We definitely tried to get out of the mud fest as best we could without spinning our tires or doing anything, but still it just caked up really good, as you can see here. I did everything I possibly could. We did wind up stopping, I think someplace in Oklahoma, and decided to go ahead and wash off as much as we could here. Back on the road again. Hardly just lots of different beautiful scenery on the way out. Starting to get more and more mountains. So we get to Moab, and of course, the first thing we want to try out is a little trail called Chicken Corners. Actually, it's not a little trail at all. It's like one of the longest ones out there. I think it's like 20 miles long. So we're, heading out there, enjoying everything. Charlie even takes his RC out, doing some rock climbing here. So of course, he's trying to get up the sledge here. So I'm like, all right, we'll get out of the way, let Daddy try. So of course I'm next, and so I'm able to climb up it there. Of course, that's not really a fair thing, but we're just kind of we probably make it about a third of the way. Of course, we didn't know it at the time; it was only a third of the way. But then we ran into some problems on the way back because we decided to we've seen enough. Let's go ahead and head back. Let's get some supper. Let's do some things there, and you'll see here in a second where we run into just a little bit of trouble on the way back.
Uh-oh. He's stuck.
No, he's not.
Alright, come on. What?
Oh yes, we were very stuck. So we were on a ledge there that probably had a 5-foot drop. I was just following the tracks basically, and so as you can see there's some tracks that lead right off this ledge. Side by sides frequent this particular track, so I got a feeling that they come down here and shoot right off this, and they have the capability of doing that, but the Jeep wasn't going to make it, so we had some help. Now at this point we are of course with the Jeep Jamboree, and guess what? We get to do chicken corners again. So this time though we make it all the way to the end. This is actually the corner here, or just getting ready to do the corner there where you kind of dip down, and so the passenger looks like, you know, the Jeep is leaning towards a 1,000-foot drop into the Colorado River there. It's pretty fun, and of course we took a picture there on the ledge as well. Just great views, great times, great people to go out there with. It was a long day because this trail is quite lengthy, but we got to see a whole bunch of different things. And then of course we did a couple other trails too while we were there, and then another one too with the Jeep folks. So this is the second trail that we did there. Was it the Rip Roaring Rim or Roaring Rim? But it was great. It was a pretty neat, and not a trail that a lot of folks get to see, I guess, or go on. So, or just don't do, I guess. So it was a lot of fun, and some pretty neat scenery there. It had quite a bit of rain, and so everything was greener than it normally is. So it was really just gorgeous, just beautiful. Now this section here was pretty scary because we didn't get a chance to scope it out, and you'll see a little bit later. It was about a 35% downcline, if you will, but it went downstairs. So, matter of fact, I watched our leader go do it. He was in a 2-door Jeep, brand new Jeep JL, and he, the back tires kind of came a little loose there as he's popping down. But that was mostly because of the short wheelbase. So kind of a neat little trail there. The bad thing is we just didn't get to see it. So as I'm going over this thing, I can't see anything down below me, and I'm just trusting my spotter. It's just where you've got to have a great spotter and just trust in what they're doing and what they're saying.
Coming off the back ledge on this driver's side. Nice and easy. There you go. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Come down. No more ledges. You're down. you get down, go ahead and park it there. Come back and take a look.
I don't want to.
You've done great. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.